Hi, I'm going to show you how to join a Google Meet in a meeting or a class that you've been invited to. I'm Jackie Barnes and I'm a learning innovation coach at CDS, and I'm just going to walk you through the steps that you'll probably need to join one of those meetings. So let me present my screen here and excuse all of the tabs I have open, please. So you can see just what I see right now. So if you get an invitation to a Google Meet, it will probably have a link that looks something like this one. It'll say meet.google.com/ and then a bunch of funky letters. It'll look something like that. If I open this event, there we go. It might look something like this if you're invited by a Google Calendar event. But similarly, it has that same looking kind of link with a bunch of funky numbers at the end. There's a chance it might have a phone number for you to join by a regular telephone. So if you want to just call into the meeting where people can't see you, but you can talk using a regular phone in the meeting, you can use that number. There might be something with a pin. It looks like this pin is used if you're calling in. I've recommended most teachers that they either have the computer audio in the meeting, so not using phone numbers, or not requiring a pin if they do use them. So if there's a password or a pin, there's a chance that might happen, but hopefully you won't need to deal with any of that. Most times, you'll just need to click on this link that looks like this. So it's really nice how simple Google Meet is, especially if you're already signed into Google. So we're just going to click that link. If you get it in an email or you get it in a calendar invite, it should look something like this once it opens. Here, you're not in the meeting yet. You can decide if you want your sound on or your camera on. So let's say that you don't want people to see you. So let's turn the camera off. There we go, it's off. Let's say that you're joining the meeting, but you're not one of the main participants, you're just listening. So it's always a good practice to know where to mute yourself. If you turn off the microphone here, which I will do right now, you should still be able to hear me because this one is not muted. So let me go back here. Oh, here we are. So if you are joining a meeting, it's always a good practice to mute yourself if you're not speaking. If there's a lot of background noise, then that's a good idea just to have it on mute until you want to speak. If there's a lot of people on the call, it can get really noisy, even with just background noise. So it's always a good idea to at least know where that button is if you do need to mute yourself. Okay, once you're ready and you're happy with these settings, whenever, here we go, I'm gonna keep them off for now, pretend that I'm just a listener. You can hit join now. Now you are in the meeting. So because I said my video would be off, it's just my Google profile picture here. Let me hide that. If there's more people in this meeting, you would see them over here on the right. So this little icon that looks like people. Right now it just says me because I'm the only one in the meeting. But if there are lots of others, you'll see them here as well. You can click on their names. If you're the organizer, you can unmute them, but you probably won't be able to. If you would like to see their video as your larger screen, then you can click on their name and it should pop up their video on this where it's black right now. It should be their video in the larger part. The other thing to see is chat. So if you have a question or a comment or just want to say hi but don't want to interrupt the meeting, then you can ask your question here, like, and that's a really nice way to interact and to ask questions, but without everyone shouting out at once in a meeting. So you can say hello, you can ask a question there, and then the host should be able to see it live so that they can see your question and then answer it without much of an interruption. The other things that you want to pay attention to, let's see, if you decide that you do want to turn your camera on later on, those buttons are still here, they haven't gone away. You can mute and unmute yourself using this microphone button. You can turn the camera on and off using this button. See if my camera's on now. You might not need these. If you want it to be full screen, you can hit that. if you change your mind and want to call in using a phone, then there's an option for that. But if you're already in the meeting and it's going well, then probably won't need that. If for some reason you need to share your screen, then you can hit present now and then your screen or just one window. You probably won't need that, but just in case you do. And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then when you're ready to end the meeting, you just hit this leave call, this hang up button that looks like a telephone. So when you're ready, you will say goodbye and then hit that. And then you've left the meeting. If you accidentally hit that, you can rejoin and it just pops you back in, which is really nice. So that's pretty much it. It's nice with Google Meet that you don't have to download anything extra. You just click that link and then it gets you right in there. So it's pretty easy. And those are the things you will need to know, I think. So I hope that was helpful and have a great day.